I ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come through and ask that you deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. Okay, so we are doing the future of your current situation. And I want to put out a little spiel, you guys, with this because this is my own understanding. I'm sure not only me, but when it comes to future events and future telling, I don't believe it can be guaranteed. I believe that when you hear these things, it is a possibility of what can happen. I think that there are too many aspects within our life, energies, other people that can get in the way and cause things to be delayed or come more quickly, whatever it is. So please take this all with a grain of salt. Remember that it's a possibility. And overall, if you feel like you're supposed to hear the message, then it's meant for you. Okay? Okay, so we have got 3 piles here. We have pile 1 is this blue Sodalite moon. Pile 2 is this moss agate star. And pile 3 is this Celestine heart. Celestine. Celestial, I don't know. Anyway, so take your time if you need to, pause if you need, and I will see you at your pile. Alrighty, pile 1 with your blue Sodalite moon. Let's stick that there. So we're doing this with 2 different piles and an action card. So this is the current situation. This is the future of that situation, and this will be the action card that we will get out now. I'm telling you, this incense, it smells good, but it just keeps coming right to my face. Hooah! All right. Let's see what the situation is. There can be a lot of situations. This is why I'm doing it this way. You know, you can come in with your own situation in mind. You can still listen that way. But for those of you that have multiple situations happening, which, you know, we all do, this helps define it a bit more. We have got Burning Man, Collective Power, Supreme Prayer, 3 of Cups, and Celebration. Juno and Partnership. South with Adventure. Wow, guys. Oh, wow. Okay. And Trusting Tricksters. The trickster's only power is your trust. You're always free to withdraw it. Make sure that these are getting seen. As always, I will give you numbers. A reminder that I, for some reason, just can't keep the info in my brain. So we have 26, 31, 2, and 6. Burning Man, Partnership, Adventure, and Trust. Perhaps misplaced trust. I have way too many ideas popping up. And so it makes it, I need to get some clarity, please. So this may or may not be, there's 2 directions this can go. There's, you know, you've got this partnership card. That could be romantic partnership, or that could be like career-wise or a friendship, but something where it's, yeah, just 2 of you working together, collaborating somehow. I do find it interesting that we have this adventure card underneath the Burning Man card. And then also trusting tricksters underneath the partnership card. I'm wondering if you are doubting your partnership. It could be that the way you guys met was through some kind of awesome, neat, life-altering celebration, maybe through a person that is this way, that is just super charismatic and it doesn't necessarily have to be how you met, but it could be like the start of something there. And for some of you, this trusting tricksters, I feel like it's, again, there's two ways, right? So you're either holding back or you're giving too much trust. You might be just like, I trust the world until they prove otherwise. Or you might be, I trust no one until they prove otherwise. Either way, it's a choice that you make. And okay, so just to be completely transparent, guys, I am feeling really like jagged's not the right word, but like spotty with you guys, and I'm not sure if that's me right now or if it's like your energy. Like it keeps feeling like it's dropping in and I'm losing cell, right? Like it, and maybe that's what is happening here, and that's why you're having the issue with the trust, is that there's this like back and forth, you're going back and forth, back and forth. I feel like the celebration has been over. This like adventure, this like woo. And I think that's why I initially grabbed it as maybe it's the way you met. I feel like it had its time, and now you're in a different phase within this partnership that you have. All right, let's see what your action card is. Oh, Keeper of Anger, 28. Interesting. Lay of the Land, Ancestral Wisdom. A Tidy House, Clarity and Organization. Midheaven, Pinnacle. And Mind. Hmm. All right, I do need to read up on this one. I am hearing that something in the book will be beneficial to the reading. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and read it to you. Anger is a sacred fire denied to many of us. We're encouraged to be compliant and agreeable, even when it's not in our best interest. Fire is fuel for change. Too little fire, and we risk becoming listless or depressed. Too much, and we risk our peace of mind being consumed by wrath, or worse, bitterness. The invitation in this moment is to find that creative power in your anger. What change can you invite? What injustice can you transform into justice through letting anger have its voice? When you allowed sacred fire to have its space, you helped the phoenix usher what is no longer vital into the ashes in order to be reborn on the wings of new life. I myself was actually just dealing with this. This is really interesting timing. Maybe this is my pile. I will share that with you. I have a hard time being angry. It is not something I experience often. And I think that a part of it is because those of us that have a hard time with anger, not so much with anger, but we can see oftentimes the other side, their perspective. We get it. We get why they are the way they are. So it almost makes us feel like we can't really be angry because we understand them. But the truth is we can still be angry even if we understand, even if we know where they're coming from. Anger itself is not the bad thing. It's what you do with it. It's if you like tamp it down and hold it there and try to never look at it, that's not good. Or if you like rampage through like a bull in a china shop, that's not good, right? So the emotion itself is not the problem. It's what we do with it. But I do believe that this is encouraging. It's encouraging you to look at whatever this issue is with this trust that's happening. It's encouraging you to pay attention and know, either if you're on either extreme, try and do your best to come into the center, into the middle, into balance with it. So I really do feel like this is more of the future of this is more about your own peace of mind, and peace of heart as well. We have this mid-heaven pinnacle, this like, it's at the top. You made it to the top, right? And oh, look at that. That's interesting. And with this card, Lay of the Land and Ancestral Wisdom, there's this person on the top of this mountain. They made it to the top. So because I can't make this about other people, it has to be, we can't control others, right? We can only control ourselves. So whatever your situation is with this trust, this partnership, what you can do about it is look at your own behavior and look at why you're having the issue with the trust, whether it's too much or too little, or even with the expression of your anger, whether it's too much or too little. Paying attention to that is really going to bring you to this space where you've got this peace of mind, of heart. Things are clearer. It's like you're not getting, how do I say this? That with the two extremes, one of them, if you're too into the anger, you get in this like mode, right? Which we've all seen it. It's like, oh, they're just so angry. All they want to do is argue. Like you don't even want to find the solution. You just want, that's, that's one way. So you get stuck in that energy. And then the other one, if you don't allow the anger, you get stuck in like a submissiveness and confusion, kind of. So finding this middle ground, this, whatever your way is, whatever way you find of like expressing yet controlling, is really leading you to this high up like peace, and you've made it and you're good. Like I don't know what exactly in the future is going to benefit from this other than your own heart and mind. But when that's the case, that plays out in every other aspect of your life, right? It has to. It's all interconnected. Everything is this whole holistic thing. God, I am breathing in this incense. Huge benefit for your family, your future family, the future of your family. Large benefit for them and your relationship with them as well. you're going to feel a lot more wisdom within yourself. If you heard that, that was my insulin pump going off. Sorry, guys. You're going to feel wisdom and like a sense of peace and not this back and forth kind of thing. It's really going to ground you, like solidify you. And I'm getting this image of like you're grounded like a tree, so that you enjoy swaying in the wind. That's a joy to sway, to go with this flow and go a little, and experience all the different things there are. But you're grounded, you're rooted. I do feel like some of you are wishing for this, the way it was in the beginning, to be that way again. And I think that some of you are disappointed. Maybe you feel like you were tricked because they acted a certain way and then showed them their true selves, right? Which a lot of people do. A lot of people do that. They put their best foot forward and then they start to relax. And you start to see their truth, the real them. So I feel like you might be disappointed in what you're seeing. And you need to find a way of expressing this in a way that's beneficial. As the book said, you can do it creatively. Actually, I don't even know if they meant that way, but creatively finding a solution to this, finding that balance. What's helpful for you? If you like need to roar and get things out, maybe you need to beat up a pillow or buy a punching bag, and do that first, because then it might, or go for a run. That might help to clear your head and allow you to be able to express without doing it in a harsher way, right? And I think that when we're really caught up in that emotion, it's not always clear. We think we're being clear, but it's not always clear because it's coming out with so much emotion and energy that it's almost like the staccato, like stepping and jumping on things, and it's not always it's not always comprehended by those we're talking to. But then, if it's the other side for you guys that like feel you can't express anger, there's got to be a time that you're able to. There's got to be, because anger is natural. It doesn't make you less than. It doesn't make you not wise. It doesn't. Anger happens. It's a natural emotion that we have. Things happen that are wrong in the world. I'm sure you can think of plenty just by me saying that. I don't need to list them for you. We can be angry about these things, especially when it's personal, when they happen like really in our own lives. A lot of us struggle to feel anger for the entire world. Like if there's a global thing or whatever, some of us don't, but some of us do. And so or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you don't feel anger for yourself, but you do for the world. Either way, you feel anger somewhere. Find that. Find that and find a way for yourself to be able to creatively like get it out. If you don't feel comfortable talking to someone about it, draw, paint. You can also be like the other side. Go for a run, go for a bike ride. But while you do that, like allow yourself to feel that anger. That's the important part for you guys, because it's something that you normally avoid, right? Yeah, okay. All right, that should not beep again. Sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. Let me see. Is there anything specific, please, for pile 1 that you would like to? Huh, okay. Okay, so I just heard you have no idea the freedom you're going to feel once you get through this process. So this is really something that's been weighing on you and even weighing you down, keeping you kind of stuck. And you're going to feel free. I keep feeling the need to pull another card for you, but I'm not receiving like from what deck or anything. So give me a moment to sit with it and I'll come back. Okay, I'm going to do these empowerment cards. Oh, that was it. Sand of Time. I am patient. I trust the timing of divinity. I act when the moment is ripe, not early, not late. I watch and wait as the sands of the hourglass fall, knowing each grain holds wisdom. I do not rush my destiny, lest I forever lose this moment. I feel like this is kind of tying in a bit to this ancestral wisdom. I feel that they are encouraging you to, maybe, I don't know what your ancestry is. Maybe you have a particular type of ritual that you go through, something from your grandmother used to do. I don't know if you read tea leaves, like, you know, there's so many options out there. Maybe look into that and see if something resonates with you. That could be that could be a creative way of dealing with the anger. Oh, I didn't give you these numbers. We've got 34, 1, and 36. And this is 28, just in case you guys want those. Maybe that's the key as well, is I trust the timing of divinity. Trust, can you trust the bigger picture? Can you trust whoever it is that you believe in? God's source, spiritual guides. Can you trust them? And what does that look like for you? What does that mean when you trust them? Does that allow you to let go of this back and forth energy? Does it allow you to feel your emotions? Does it allow you to feel calm when the emotions are extreme? Yeah. Okay. I'm feeling that coming to a close. So, guys, I really hope that this has been beneficial for you, and I hope that regularly that you feel seen and heard and loved. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, pile 2 with your moss agate star. Stick that there. So the way this is going to work is we have 2 piles. One is your situation, because sometimes we have many situations. And you might be here as well for, you already know your situation. So that is up to you how you want to take this. Obviously, you use your intuition. And then we're also going to have an action card here, which I am going to get now. Whoop, 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 whoop. It was this one. There we go. So let's see. Herbal craft, regeneration, plant medicine, caretaker, and bloomer. dignified, strength, marine life. Whoa. I don't know how well you guys can see that. And transitions. You have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. So we have numbers 7, 13, 37, and 32. There's so much in this that's like, I'm trying to figure out what the issue is. What's the situation? I was expecting like something dramatic, and it doesn't feel that way. It feels, and maybe that's okay. Maybe you're just here to be like, give me the future, you know? There's like, oh, I just keep getting abundance, abundance, abundance. Like there's just, you've got it all. You've got everything. You're good. You're good to go. Um, I, I guess we'll just have to continue on and to gain more understanding. If you don't feel good to go at all, then I'm so sorry, guys. But this is what I'm getting currently. Oftentimes in my readings, it will transition to a new path. So later on might be more what is about you. The only thing I'm seeing right now that is like maybe the situation is that you are transitioning from something to something else. And maybe you're feeling a lack of strength. Maybe you're feeling a little bit nervous or scared about it. Maybe you feel like you're going to lose the abundance that you have. So, okay, let's get into more, and that way we will see Keeper of Dance, card number 34. Oops, as I move everything. Okay, and we've got, oh, I felt like that wants to be on the bottom, so, okay. I don't know why I'm just looking at them. I don't normally do that. South Node with the past. Horned Cactus with resourcefulness. First Breath with beginner's mind. And Dramatic Shift. Interesting. And these numbers are 29, 33, and 21. God, you guys, it's just this, like a rocket set on fire and exploding into the air. I mean, even with like you're a shooting star, you've got these pointing, starry, like, you know, points coming out. Here's this with like this rocket blast off. Same thing with this tree. I'm actually getting chills. It's like you literally have nothing to fear. If you are feeling fear, you have nothing to fear. This is you just dance, flow, right? This is the action card. It's to let go. It's to just flow with it, go with it, have fun, dance. This is your current path, your current journey in this life. You are at a stage where you are just needing to just dance, just enjoy the moment, enjoy the process. That is far too quick of a message. There has to be more. Come on, guys, give me more. Give me more to give pile 2, please. Okay, so I am hearing about a reluctance to let go. Some of you are struggling to dance. kind of wondering why. What are you having a hard time letting go of and just enjoying the ride about? What's happening there? What is it about this transition that's got you nervous? That's got you like kind of holding on? I am feeling the need to maybe read this slightly differently than it's been put out. That could be part of the situation here. Good point. Good point. So, this could be what you're dealing with, actually, is that something about your life is not the norm. You know, it's not how society wants things to go to make it smooth. So you might be doing things a little out of order to some people, not to yourself. You know, you're living your life the way you want to. So it's fine. But yeah, I'm feeling like almost like a lot of this over here is the result of some of this over here, but then this over here is like it's at different stages at different times. It's kind of all over the place. And they're asking you to concentrate on just dancing and going with the flow. Like, just go with the flow. You're good to go. It's fine. You're going to be given everything you need. And I don't, let me, I don't want to put it that way. Because we do have to work for some things, right? That's part of life. But you don't need to worry because you will receive what you need. You are supported. I really do feel there is I do feel the need to take this to a spiritual path and say that there is something about your situation that is like this beginner's stage and it's gonna just explode. You're I can't help but just laugh about it. It's so like I don't know what it is. Like if it's this herbal craft, like maybe you're going to get into herbal medicine and suddenly something you create just takes off, right? Or you know, or it ends up really working for you, and that's a great thing. Either way. I don't know what the specifics are because it's a general reading, but there's something that like you are kind of in the beginning stages of, and it's going to like there's a dramatic shift that happens and you're going to come into this fullness, this richness, this strong bounty. And it feels like it's not just I don't want to say it's like financial. I don't, for some of you, sure. But to me, this feeling is more of like this spiritual path, this like you're just blossoming and how the energy has worked with you and God, source, your team, when this shift happens, you are going to affect. You are just, it's going to go out there, right? You are that rocket. You are that firework. And people are going to be like, wow, look at that explosion. Look at that amazing, beautiful light in the darkness. Okay, just for fun, we are going to pull. We're going to pull another card because I want to throw some options out there as to what you could be looking at here. So, give me a second. Okay, so I grabbed another deck. This is the mediumship training deck. It's interesting. It's different. It's got all the stuff on the back, the writing, and then like all the different like flower power, impression, expression, like clairsentience. So this is kind of like, what's your secret gift, right? That kind of a thing. That's what we're going with here. So I'm just gonna whoop that one. Going to put that out there. And you have creative expression. Creative expression. So you've got this guy painting this amazing butterfly. I will read this to you. Creativity is not only a way of expressing your personality and spirit to the outside world, it's also a great way of disconnecting your analytical mind so you can reconnect with the creative, expressive, and intuitive side of your brain. As children, we started our lives by freely using the more creative right side of our brain. As we got older, as a result of schooling and societal conditioning, there was a tendency to pull away from our right side and rely more on the intellectual left side of our brain. Intuition floats on the edge of creativity. So try doing something creative, such as taking a class where you can practice sketching, drawing, writing, painting, coloring, making making property, making pottery, or whatever works for you. Being creative can be quite meditative in its own way. As you develop your psychic and mediumship potential, it can help you train yourself to let go of logic and trust the information you're receiving, whether it's psychic information or messages from spirit. Every psychic and medium uses the vast imaginative nature of the right brain to achieve a higher altered state. This is what's known as the artist's mind. In this special place where communication is pure and authentic. This is a special place. You don't need to have any artistic ability to practice with creative methods and tools. Just making the effort and having fun will definitely help you stretch your spiritual abilities further than you could imagine. So, there is one of the options for you guys. Your creative expression. I'm curious. I'm so curious. If you are like a creative type of person, please tell me what it is you love to do. Do you paint? I don't know, are you just craftsy? Are you into photography? What's your thing? I would love to hear. I'm one of those types that is, I've tried quite a few, and obviously we have talents in some areas and not others. Painting is not my talent, that's for sure. I do like working with fiber though. So I spin and make yarn and I do some weaving, knitting, stuff like that. Anyway, so I really feel like it's telling you just get into this creativity, go with the flow, dance, enjoy life, enjoy the process. Know you're going to be okay because you are. You're going to be just fine. Anything specific, please, for pile 2? Okay. Holding onto hope is important for you guys. There is some kind of mechanism within you, energetic, that happens when you hold on to hope. When you bring hope in, it bolsters you. It gives you more strength. It it supplies your body with more energy. So it's perfectly fine to hold on to hope for you guys. Just, that's a thing. Something to pay attention to, something to focus yourself on. And I do not mean to encourage the whole toxic positivity thing. Not like that at all. I don't mean to say don't pay attention to the hard stuff. Please do. Please do. But for you guys, moving on as I move everything, moving on, like have your moments with it and then move on to the happier stuff, the hope. You, I think, are the type of people that have the ability to get stuck in the lower frequencies, right? With emotions and stuff. So if you maintain that hope, it really brings you up higher. Yeah. I'm super interested in your dramatic shift. If you have already had that dramatic shift and you think you know what it is, please, if you feel like sharing, please do so. I'd love to hear about it. You guys have an amazing pile. This is like, it's amazing. Okay. All right. I do feel, sorry if you heard that again. My pump has been going off constantly. Anyway, I hope you guys feel seen and loved regularly. I hope that this was a blessing for you and is beneficial. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, pile 3 with your Celestine heart. If you don't know about this, this is actually supposed to help with communication with the divine. Let's put that there. So we're going to have 2 piles. One is your situation, the other is the future of it. And we will also have an action card, which I'm going to grab now. Whoa, that was it. That was it. Alrighty. We have ancestors, family survival, death, and worship. Pallas Athena, think. Air with motion. And sharing. There is giving and receiving and giving. Numbers for you guys, we have 1, 30, 22, and 33. Okay. Your action card is Keeper of Innocence. It's number 40. First house with arrival. Feel. The Watchers with transpersonal. And Sky Dancers with surrender. And taking a moment to, you guys feel so calm. That's very soft, the energy. It's very soft. It feels trusting. Like you don't have an issue trusting God, source, universe, the bigger picture. You understand kind of the way it works. Okay. So what I am getting with your situation is there's some kind of frustration, I think, with how much, again, this can go different ways because it's general, but, and I'll cover both, but with how much either you are yeah, so either you are frustrated because you feel like you are giving a lot. You are just constantly giving, 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 and you're not getting back. Or you don't expect to get back, but it's tiring, right? You could be taking care of family members, dealing with some kind of medical issue, maybe. You keep putting out there and you're getting exhausted. This air and motion card, originally it felt very peaceful, and then I looked at it again and it was like all I see now is this churning of darkness with these horses, and I felt frustration with it. The other side of this is that it could be that your family feels you are not giving enough to them. That's another version. And I am taking this think card, feeling a bit of like perception in regards to how you perceive the situation. It could even be as simple as, we don't see you enough, you need to come visit more. Like, it doesn't have to be some crazy in-depth thing. I'm gonna just move this slightly to give you guys a little more space with these cards. Yeah, it doesn't have to be that you're actually like avoiding them or like you're taking care of someone that's sick and, bed rest and all that. It can be a very simple thing. But this is what the situation is talking about. This Keeper of Innocence card. Such a beautiful card. There's this, I don't know if you can see it clearly, but there is this white stag with these amazing antlers. And she's kind of hiding away a little bit, like behind the tree and poking her head out. It's a stunning card. Great artwork. I do need to read up on it. I feel that they're saying that there's something in there that will help. So let me go grab the book. Okay, I'm actually just going to read this to you. I find it really interesting, and you might as well. Keeper of Innocence. Many of us were spoon-fed the concept of original sin, but have never heard the story of original innocence. It goes like this. You were born from purity, a luminous soul created from a morsel of the divine, housed in a human body. You have always had this innocence at your core, no matter what or who happens to you. All you have to do to experience it again is fall back into the wings of your own soul and let them carry you. There is no mistake, no error, no sin or wrong that cannot be submerged into source and remembered back to its original pure and magical state. Love dissolves all things unlike itself. So choose the loving eyes of a new parent and gaze at your own life with captivation and wonder. Now is the time to connect with the innocent, whole, breathtaking soul you were born to be. I find this really interesting because it actually ties in a bit with both of these cards here. This surrender, the Sky Dancer's card, this surrendering, the falling back into the wings of your soul, the letting go, basically, of the thing that you find frustrating. And then also with this Watcher's transpersonal, it's basically talking about being the observer. Just checking out your life, checking it out with fresh eyes, looking at it without judgment. kind of seeing the bigger picture. Did I give you the numbers on these? So this is 40, this is 39, 48, and 60. I do feel that as you let go of how it is you perceive the situation to be, you come into this peaceful, I'm receiving. When I pause like that, I'm worried you guys think that like the video got broken or something. Let me receive. Okay. I'm hearing it will help you understand your feelings. For some reason, there's an issue with like truly understanding the depth of your feelings about this. It could be that you are more of a stoic person, so you don't tend to feel them as much, but that by going here, it will allow you to dive more into that, which is not a bad thing. It's not bad. A lot of people that are stoic oftentimes have this inner belief. The reason we're stoic is we believe, and we may not do it consciously, that feelings aren't good. They're hard, they're difficult, they make people crazy, they, like you don't want to experience them. So this would be like kind of an awakening for you of sorts. Allow yourself to fall back into it. Allow yourself to surrender to this process and become this observer, this other portion of yourself, right? I do feel with this card, regardless of its actual meaning, I feel this like, because of this whole process, this abundance of emotional wisdom happening that in turn helps with your intellectual side. Okay, so I just actually read up on this card. And it talks about taking responsibility for how you are perceived, and how if we play our cards close to our chest, if we don't always share ourselves, if we are more mysterious or reserved or whatever, it allows other people to paint a picture on us. It allows them to have assumptions about how we are, the way we are. So this is saying it's encouraging you to do something, but because of this action, I believe you will be in this place where this is easier. So it will be easier for you to say, no, that wasn't right. This is the way I am. To allow yourself to come forward more often. And again, the stoic people, hi, aren't always the most forward. We do tend to be reserved because we're not looking at our emotions, right? We're not, we kind of push them off. So yeah, this is a really beautiful, and it is what I said. You will have this abundance of emotional intellect, which will help also with your oh, sorry, bless me, goodness, which will help you with your actual intellect, and also help how other people view you, and hopefully get them to view you the right way. That's a difficult one, man. It's we can't help how other people see. We can't. We can try, and that's my thing. As long as you've put in some effort, whatever, you've done your part. Because some people can only see what they can see. Like they can't look in another lens. They can only look this way, and their lens is colored differently than yours. And so they're going to see what they're going to see. And you can't force someone to truly see you. So that's up to them. And also it's up to you to do your best to, as honestly as possible, view someone and try to understand who they are and where they're coming from, not to make assumptions. For the last two piles, I have gotten out a new card just because I felt called to. And I don't feel like it's super necessary for you guys, but I also kind of want to, just because I want to include you in that. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. This is empowerment cards. And we will grab one for you and see. What does this say? The mountaintop ascent. Okay. Though the way is steep and winding, I journey up the mountain. I find strength in knowing that others have reached the summit before me. I ascend for myself and on behalf of those who come after me. So I really feel that this connects to doing this inner work is for yourself. It's for your benefit, but it will benefit those that you are around, family members that you are around, your partner, your co-workers, whoever it is you're around. This is a huge benefit. It's a massive, if you are normally someone who's reserved, stoic, mysterious, this is massive for you. This is a huge life lesson to learn. It can be really difficult. I myself am actually in the process of coming out of this, of coming out of that stoicism and allowing people to see who I really am. And then not only that, but trying to correct it when they're wrong. That's hard. That to me, that's the hardest. You know, I can say, oh, yes, this is me. But then when they come back with a completely different story than what I just told, like, what? How did you misunderstand me? Anyway, so it's hard for me to then correct people and say, no, no, this is it. So that's what I'm personally working on. I don't know if you guys are in the same boat or not. I would love to know where you're at with it if you feel up to sharing. Is there anything else? Anything else, please, for pile 3? You have such a golden heart, is what I'm hearing. You have a really beautiful heart. Patient and kind. And so whatever the situation is, it is minor, and you know that. It's not a huge ordeal. It's just it's a simple situation that can become a little bit draining, right? So I do want to just remind you just to dive back into your, maybe your childlike self, your innocence, your purity. Give yourself some moments, you know, like what did you enjoy? Like, oh my God, I loved swings. I loved swinging as a child and I loved it in my teen years. And you know what? I haven't done it in so long. I would love to go sit on a swing and I don't even have to go high or do the flip offs or anything, but just swing a little bit, right? What did you love doing as a kid? What gave you joy? Maybe give yourself that for a little bit. Anything else for pile 3, please? Um, some of you have giftings in the area where you feel energy, and I'm hearing to encourage you in that. You're not alone with it. It's not weird. Some of you, you know that, but for others, this is the encouragement that you need. That you know, it's okay. This is real. This is real, and it's okay. And you may be around people that don't understand. They don't have to. They don't have to understand it. You don't even have to understand it. But know that it's not wrong. It's not weird. And it's okay to dive into it and experience more and ask your spirit guides to help you with it. Yep. Okay. Yep, that was it. Okay, guys, I really hope this was a blessing for you. Truly, I hope that regularly you feel seen and loved and understood. And I will see you guys next time.